It's important for both spouses to be aware of the finances of the marriage when you're going into a mediation process. That's because you want to be able to evaluate the financial statement that your spouse fills out in the course of the mediation sessions and determine whether or not you think that your spouse was complete and accurate concerning the financial statement. Now, that may be an intentional oversight or an unintentional oversight. It really doesn't matter. You want to just be able to know that what is there is accurate. So if you were the person in the marriage, I typically find that only one spouse handles the finances in the marriage. So if you were the spouse that didn't handle the finances in the marriage, then you might want to become cognizant of what you have and what comprises the marital estate before you engage in the mediation process. That's one thing you can do. You can educate yourself as to the content of the marital estate. And when I say marital estate, I mean the assets that you have, the debt that you have, your spouse's income, your own income, and the expenses that you need to maintain the lifestyle that you generally have. You also want to think about what would be needed for your spouse to maintain a lifestyle and just have an understanding as to what you need to divide in your divorce. For instance, a common missing element, if you will, that I find in mediation is that people don't really know what type of retirement account they have. They know they have a retirement account through work, but they don't know whether it's a 401k or a pension or deferred compensation. Or another example is they might not know what their house is worth or what the outstanding mortgage balance is or the term that's on the mortgage. Is it a 30-year term? Is it 15? So how much, the interest rate is, whether they could qualify for a mortgage individually. Those are just all examples of things that arise during mediation. And the more knowledgeable you are, the more you can, regarding your finances, the more you can protect yourself. The other ways that people going through mediation should protect themselves is to just really think ahead. Think of all the issues that might come up between you and your spouse regarding anything, whether it's a parenting issue, when the house would be sold, who would maintain the house in the interim. Even though I've handled thousands of divorces, every divorce is unique in some way and presents some issues that only you know and can bring up to the mediator as something that would need to be addressed. And in that way, you can protect yourself because it will be addressed.